opened back in 2012. We're live inside the cavernous Lone Depot Park in Miami. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Miami Marlins. With Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa and D-Row, a Major League debut on tap in this one for a guy that comes pretty highly regarded as a prospect.
He does, Matty. I think there's several reasons to be excited about this kid and what he might do in his career at the big league level. I know his nerves have got to be running high right now, but no matter how he performs today, should be fun to see how he develops and if he can establish himself as a solid big leaguer moving forward.
Cy Young will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
Now into the box, Bobby Doerr, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For Tampa Bay, the second baseman, number 1.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
So now to the plate, Christopher Holloway. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second. He's on his way to third, and he is in there. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Christopher Holloway has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Holloway takes his lead at third with 1 away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Into the box now, Willie Wells, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at.
The set and the 1-1. 1-2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball.
Well, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone, and good for him. Willie Wells has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least 1.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Batting
To
fifth.
the plate now,
The first
Norm
baseman.
Cash.
Norm Cash.
As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 2 out, nobody on. And he just ramps up, and here's the fastball by him. 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Pulled toward right center field. Clemente able to track it down for the 3rd out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 1st coming up from Miami, and it's 2-0 Tampa Bay. Number 39 is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
So stepping in is Napoleon Lajoie. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping one on the road on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, they need to grab this one today. You don't want to drop the first 2 games of the season. I don't care if it's on the road. I know you're going to have to battle, play well at home. You can't afford to get on the team bus back to the hotel 0-2.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, when Buster Posey's in this lineup, he's a guy you have to keep your eye on. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
In now, Cap Anson, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Anson has been a great story in the baseball world lately. His game has taken some major strides since his early days in the minor leagues, and he's had to prove himself time and time again to get to this point.
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life, grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues? But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Heading out towards shallow right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third.
So he comes up empty in his first major league at-bat.
I know he was expecting more, but that's a win. If you could put the ball in play, your first big league AB, and you're able to get that adrenaline and the nerves out of you, that's a win right there.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. On the run is Mays. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They trail it here 2-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the rookie outfielder, Carlos Gonzalez.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice. Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Behind 0-2 now. Fouled off. Here comes another 0-2.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Got him.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
At the plate, Ron Santo. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Young is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty D, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss there, and it's 2-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Stepping in now, Charles Johnson. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball, 1-1. High in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Rays go in order 1-2-3, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up Roberto Clemente.
Roberto.
And now the first pitch. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. One and one.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-1 home. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Here now the 2-2. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Next to hit, Joe Carter. First pitch on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Clemente aboard here at first with nobody out. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
3-1 to the Marlins left fielder.
I can't imagine that pitcher was trying to put it right over the heart of the plate. Thank God he took that pitch right there, or he'd be getting one back from the umpire.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
And the runner back easily. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here's Buster Posey now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. The 0-1 pitch. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
Standing in now, Tris Speaker. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. The 0-1 pitch. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
At the plate now, Omar Vizquel, as he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
2 down, runners at first and second. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Marlins strand a pair. They're still down. It's 2-0. And now here is number 39. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, that's a ball. Counts 1-0.
Popped him up. Rose has a play. 1 out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Bobby Doer.
Next to hit is Bobby Doer. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The pitch. Liner towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, Christopher Holloway.
Up next, Christopher Holloway. Tripled and later scored first time around.
Yeah, guys, that was the first triple of the year for him, and you got to believe it's not going to be his last. The way this guy can absolutely fly, any ball in the gap screams triple.
In there, and it's 0-1.
You have to be careful. You can't sleep on the bunt right here, even with 2 outs. They're playing him back, but this guy can handle the bat.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So a nice job there by the 2-hole hitter to extend the inning for the middle of the order.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Into the box, Willie Mays. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the pitch. And he misses with it. 1-1. Holloway is off at first with 2 away. Runner goes for second. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
High and deep to right center. Center fielder giving chase. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down, and a very nicely recorded out number 3. Rays strand just the 1, but they're on top 2-0. Leading off the inning, it'll be Cy Young as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up.
The pitcher,
ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
And the pitch on 2-1. That can't find the zone either. It's ball 4, and on just 5 pitches, he's walked the pitcher leading off the inning.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Next, it'll be Napoleon Lajoie. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. In the dirt here. And that's going to wipe away the possibility of a double play as the runner moves into second.
And from the fact that they're trying to make sure the guy at the plate doesn't hurt them at all. And with that base open at first, they might opt to just put him on.
Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Strike called. 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
In now, Cap Anson, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the 0-1. Looked like the curveball slipped out that time.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Ready on 1-2. Swing and a line drive. Holloway is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. And this throw gets away from him.
Up next for the Marlins, the third baseman, Pete Rose.
So the next to bat will be Pete Rose, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set and the pitch as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. The Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. '50th pitch of the game on its way.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, You can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
The 2-2. Soft grounder left side. Gonna be a tough play. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Marlins leave one. They trail things here 2-0. All set for the start of the fourth. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Willie Wells.
And that was a great swing he put on that changeup last time up to hit that home run. Just an absolutely textbook job of letting it travel, keeping his hands back before exploding on it.
0-1 the count. And a screwball misses here, and we're even at 1-1. Fouled away. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Posey's got it, and the throw is there to record the first out. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. So now here is Norm Cash. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And this is past him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And he'll reach second now with one away.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a two-bagger.
Into the box now, Carlos Gonzalez. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. And it's fouled away. Cash, the runner at second with one away. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the fourth time he struck out, and we're only in the second game of this series.
Stepping in now, Ron Santo. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Road. Big, and I mean big, two-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
So now to the plate, Charles Johnson, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Popped him up. Ladjue over to his left, and that retires the side. Couple of hits lead to a run here for Tampa Bay. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And coming
Leading up
forward, the
for the
veteran
Marlins,
outfielder, Roberto
the right
Clemente.
fielder, Roberto Clemente.
First pitch coming. Here it is. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Joe Carter comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
The 2-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
3-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And the count will be full. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey. Yanked hard down the left field line. This one's down. It's the first hit for the Marlins, and it's going to be for extra bases. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
To the plate now, Tris Speaker, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. First time up, he went down looking. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. Second home run early in the year. And with it, the Marlins have cut it to 3-2 now.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
The batter, number
At the
13.
plate now, Omar Vizquel, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Johnson is after it, and the throw to first ends the inning. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. We played 4. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Ready now is number 39. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 39.
Now here's the first offering. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Standing in now, Bobby Doerr. As he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. No hits to this point. Hit weakly back to the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Christopher.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Christopher Holloway. 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point. First pitch on its way.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Lifted in the air out to center field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays, but they still lead it 3-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Marlins, the pitcher.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Cy Young is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box, Napoleon Lajoie. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. the 1-0.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 3-2 pitch. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
The first baseman, number 2, Cap Anson.
Next to dig in, Cap Anson. He's still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
Yeah, you just invest minimal money in you. It shows how hard this guy has had to work to grind through the minor leagues and get to this point.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll dive back in safely. Another look to first. And a dive, but he's back. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there, now the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Boy, sure taking his sweet time down there at the plate. He'll step out yet again. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Ladjue leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, Pete Rose, fouled away. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this will wind up a foul ball.
No, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Johnson corrals it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1 left for Miami. They trail 3-2. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Willie Mays. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Willie Wells will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Three twos are scored here in inning number 6. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
In now, Norm Cash. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Clemente gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Next up, Roberto Clemente. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
Now here's the pitch. And it's fouled away.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And that misses 2-1. High in the air down the right field line. Gonzalez is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out.
The left fielder, number 29, Joe Carter.
Stepping in next, Joe Carter struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch on its way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Here comes the 1-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
1 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mays is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Buster Posey.
So now into the box is Buster Posey. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. First pitch of the AB on its way.
It's really hard to work deep into games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up too.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Two out, nobody on. Two balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Miami down in order. Still a 3-2 ball game. Now to bat, Carlos Gonzalez. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
You got to love guys auto-taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
The 0-1 on its way. And this pitch is looked at for a ball, and that leaving the count to the Rays right fielder at 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here comes the 1-2. And another foul ball. Now another 1-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Ron Santo stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The windup and the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
Into the box now, Charles Johnson. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. Around first, he's digging for second. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Charles Johnson has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head he's on top of the world.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Johnson stands at second with two gone. That's strike two on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ballgame, and that'll end the inning. Two-out double left stranded. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Chris Speaker stands in again, and his home run earlier has accounted for all of their runs so far in this one.
Chris Speaker.
Now the pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
Now here comes the Tampa Bay manager out to the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he departs, he can't lose this ball game, but he is responsible for the runner at second, meaning it'd be a no decision if that run comes across to score. Joaquin Benoit is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. So now to the plate, Omar Vizquel, as the first pitch misses to him. It's ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
Your
Freddie
attention,
Freeman will
please.
come on to pinch hit here in a
Hitting for the
big
Marlins.
spot.
Number 5, Freddie Freeman.
First offering. Hit hard to the right side. Fielded cleanly, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Napoleon Lajoie.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Napoleon Lajoie. A potential tying run for him at third base. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And a ball 1-0.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Ready with the 1-0.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
2-0 count. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Comes with a slider, 3-0, but gets it over for strike one.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Here's the 3-1. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Marlins leave one. They're down 3-2.
Your
Roberto
attention, please.
Hernandez has been
Now
summoned
pitching
from the
for
bullpen as he'll do so to start the
Number
8th.
39, Roberto Hernandez.
Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Bobby Doerr.
Bobby Doerr.
First pitch of the AB now. In there, no balls and a strike. And it's quickly 0-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Next, it'll be Christopher Holloway. He flew out in his last AB. First delivery to him. Liner toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Standing in now, Willie Mays. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike one.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
High in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. It's a swinging bunt up the line. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Speaker finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. They're up 3-2. Francisco Rodriguez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 57, Francisco Rodriguez.
Ready now for the Marlins. Cap Anson 0 for 3 on the day so far. He doesn't seem to have the idea on the Major League pitching thing yet, but he could turn his day around with a hit here.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this, late-round draft picks that have had to work so hard to get here.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. 0 for 4 on the day now. He might have to wait another day to notch that first Major League hit.
Yeah, he's going to have to find a way to slow the game down, shrink the stadium a little bit, and relax. Tough debut, but hopefully he's back in there tomorrow.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
Too high. 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 1 out, nobody on. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone. And he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
Now, time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Quick check on that tying run at first, and the runner back in standing. Into the box, Roberto Clemente, and a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, It's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And not what they were hoping for as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. Rose, the runner at second with one away. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
So next to hit is Joe Carter. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
The 2-0 pitch. Hit in the air to shallow center. Mays waits on it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. 1 left for Miami. They trail 3-2. Set to start the 9th in this one, and next will be the first-year shortstop, Willie Wells. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The first baseman, number 25, Norm Cash.
Up next for the Rays, Norm Cash. First delivery to him.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Number 17 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 17.
At the plate, Carlos Gonzalez, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The windup and the 0-1.
That's a ball.
I'm sure every pitcher on the staff could use an extra run right here. I know the bases are empty and there's 2 outs, but stay on the attack. Get a guy on first base. You never know. You get something going and string a few across.
The 2-2. Popped him up. Anson is under it, and he makes the play to end the inning. Rays go in order 1-2-3, but they still lead it 3-2. Marbury is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Buster Posey.
Buster Posey.
Willie Stargell will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 8, Willie Stargell.
First pitch on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
And now a pitch on the way. On the ground to the left side. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
You can't ask for anything more than getting the leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Sal Hara will come on now and pinch run here.
He's running at first base. Number 10, Sal Hara.
In now, Tris Speaker, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Quick check on that tying run at first, and the runner will get back standing. In there, and it's even at 1.
Your attention,
Hey, this
please.
offense has this closer in trouble right here. They have to find a way to keep applying pressure. I don't know, everybody top step in the dugout. Get on this guy and make him nervous.
Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 13.
Next up is Omar Vizquel. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike one.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
The 0-1 pitch. Hara, base runner at first with 1 out. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Now this is a perfect example of why this manager feels so confident going to this beast in the 9th right here. He is throwing absolute thunder right here, pumped up and looks the part.
Here comes the 1-2. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Now running on second base, number 10, Brad Hara.
And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Swing and a line drive into left field. A base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and they have tied it in the bottom of the 9th. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with 1 swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
Jones will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
For the Marlins, number 1.
Here's the first pitch. He could make these fans go nuts and secure the win if he can place a ball deep enough into the gap. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And the runner back. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Use the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And it's 1-2.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
The batter, number 4.
Up next from Miami, Napoleon Lajoie. Game on the line here, and a ball deep in the gap would make this place explode. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike one.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first, but the runner's back easily. The 1-1 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Now the 1-2 pitch. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the ninth as they push across the equalizer, and we're right back where we started from. Mariano Rivera comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here.
Mariano Rivera.
Yasmani Grandal is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Grandal.
We are into extra innings, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Ron Santo. From the stretch. In there, 0-1.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the ninth, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th.
Now batting, catcher, Johnson.
Into the box, Charles Johnson. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Now the pitch. Shot towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Now batting, number 18.
Nick Markakis will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 21, Nick Markakis.
He's set. Here it comes. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And he fouls this one off.
Boy, this guy comes out of the pen. He loves coming in spots like this. Tight situations. This is exactly the type of game that he loves to come into.
Again, another foul ball. Ready on 0-2. Ground ball left side. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. Still tied 3-3. Matt Thornton comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Matt Thornton.
And now in the box, Cap Anson steps in for the 5th time today, giving him a bonus chance, if you will, to keep that hitting streak alive.
Yeah, and thank his lucky stars, his lineup's been able to get him that 5th opportunity. Right here, you're usually only seeing 3 to 4 at bats if you work a walk in. He's got a chance to keep this hit streak alive.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Gonzalez is there, 1 away.
Up next for the Marlins, the third baseman, Pete Rose.
Now at the plate is Pete Rose, singled in his last at-bat. Pitch on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Now here it comes. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Wells takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out.
The right fielder, number 21, Roberto Clemente.
Digging in next, Roberto Clemente, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And now the first pitch.
1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now here's a fly ball, well hit, a ball that's carrying, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And the possible winning run is into second base. He's got a 2-out double.
The left fielder,
hey, that's 29. A nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
Stepping up is Joe Carter. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. The winning run stands at second base. Here's the first pitch. Started to go there, and the appeal goes down to first. And he did go around, says James Kingsley. It's strike 1. Comes set, the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. Marlins strand a pair. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Now at the plate, here is Bobby Doerr. He'll kick things off here in the 11th.
Yeah, it's always a nightmare taking on another team's closer trying to get back into a game, especially in the 9th inning. But having your leadoff guy up to start that inning is as good as you could have hoped for. So let's see if he can get something started here.
Comes set with the 0-1. Fouled off. Again, he sends it out of play.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Line to the right side. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
One there, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out.
The center fielder, number 24, Willie Mays.
And now, Willie Mays. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And the runner back safely. Here's the first pitch.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. It's going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, shortstop, Willie Wells.
Striding in is Willie Wells. There are two gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. Nope. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And there he goes towards second. Strike taken, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. A 1-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. Another chance to win it here to the bottom of the 11th. All tied. Yasmero Petit takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th.
Yasmero Petit.
Now to the plate, Tris Speaker. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
The batter, number 13.
Nice to see this guy stay within himself and get a base hit to start off the bottom of the 11th play here. Usually guys try and come outside their pay grade. Not the case here. Pass the baton mentality. Let's see if he scratches one across.
To the plate now, Omar Vizquel batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. The winning run is at first base. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Stepping in now, Mariano Rivera. As the first pitch here has been high, it's ball 1. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Now the 2-0. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Napoleon Lajoie. Here's the first pitch as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
The 1-0. Cut fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And he'll be back in standing up. Now the 2-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Marlins leave one. Score remains tied at 3-3. To the 12th frame in this one, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Norm Cash.
Yeah.
And now the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Ball one, no strike.
Fouled away. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. This programming note to pass along. Due to the length of our game tonight, the long-running animated series The Wilkersons will not be seen this evening. Again, no episode of The Wilkersons after the game tonight. So now to the plate, Carlos Gonzalez popped into foul ground his last time up.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
James Hoyt is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Hoyt.
And now a pitch on the way. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted down the line in left. Carter is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the third baseman, Ron Santo.
Digging in will be Ron Santo. He bounced out last time up. He's set, and the pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. A bouncer up the middle. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Still 1 run can win this thing as we move ahead to the bottom of inning number 12. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Now at the plate, Cap Anson. As luck would have it, he gets another chance to keep that hitting streak alive here.
Anson.
First pitch on its way. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Well, he was definitely trying to end it with one swing at a bat right there, leaving nothing to the imagination. That's the problem sometimes. Everyone wants to be a hero in extra innings instead of just getting on base and playing it like another inning.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 0-2 once more. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Johnson finds it. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. Now it'll be Pete Rose as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is low, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll lay off here as well, and it's 2-0 to the Miami third sacker.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Here's the pitch.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Now here it comes.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
Standing in now, Roberto Clemente. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. Hit hard back up the middle. He's got it to second for one. Back to first. It's a double play, and we've got more baseball coming our way as the inning is over. One pitch, 2 outs. A pitcher's best friend to end the inning. We'll play as long as it takes. Still tied on the show. So here is Charles Johnson. He's 1 for 4 so far.
The catcher, Charles Johnson.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Going back is the right fielder. A leap, but it's off his glove. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they take the lead 4-3. Smith will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 7.
First offering on its way as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. Throw on to first. So a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The batter number 1.
Next, here is Bobby Doerr. Here's the first pitch. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Hit back up the middle. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting.
Next up, Christopher Holloway. First pitch on its way. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Anson waits on it. And he makes the play to end the inning. Rays tack on one more thanks to the solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. It's now 4-3 Tampa. Number 41 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 41.
Last half of the 13th inning set to go. And up next, former World Series hero Joe Carter. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Ball 1. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Gonzalez moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, catcher.
And stepping in, Yasmani Grandal. Grounded out in his last at-bat. Now the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. A windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there, 1-2.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Here comes the 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Now an at-bat you don't want to miss. And here is Tris Speaker. And he needs just a triple for the cycle. So let's see if he can put one in the gap. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
Well, we all know he can burn on a base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Two and 2 the count. Miami down to their last strike. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. Catch is made, and the Rays are in the win column for the first time this year as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's a sweet win, especially on the road. They took the lead in the top of the 13th and held on to it in the bottom to secure this win.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Yasmera Petit claims the win out of the pen, his first. Number 41 hammers down the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Rays, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Marlins, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Hey there, baseball fans. Justin Allegri. The season is still young. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Starting off in the National League East, the Rays took down the Fish in Miami 4-3. The Dodgers combined for 4 total home runs as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 6-5. Hank Aaron added 3 RBIs to his total as the Padres bested the Diamondbacks 5-3. The Oakland Athletics combined to allow only 4 hits as they got the home victory against the Astros 3-0. The Giants allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they defeated the Mariners 2-1. The White Sox had 12 hits as a team as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 10-4. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.